Hi guys, happy World Card Making Day. How are you celebrating today? I wanted to make a card today. I thought I'd make this card here. I made this on a live stream, but it was a long video, so many probably didn't watch the live. So I thought I'd do it in a smaller video for you. This card was just so much fun. I found it on YouTube a while back, and I just wanted to share this with you. It's so fun. You get that pop of surprise on the inside. We're also celebrating with a sale today for the Not Too Shabby shop. Use code WCMD2025 for 18% off your order. Not valid on subscription items, but if you do pick up a subscription and you choose monthly, you do get 18% off, which is awesome. So I'm going to be playing with the paper pad club of the month. Love this month's paper pads. If you haven't seen it already, we have Blue Christmas, so pretty with all the blues. We have the coordinating ephemera. We have special delivery, which has some beautiful images that you can cut out and add to the front of your card. And you can opt in for the stamp. So if you get all options, it's called I Want It All. This is the Merry Mail stamp. It's super fun. It's super fun to play with your Easy Wonder Die number 3. If you have Lynn's die, it is so much fun to use with that die because it's got that postage postcard feel to it. Absolutely love that. So those are the two cards I created with the Easy Wonder Die number 3. And then I also created some cards using the Blue Christmas, and this one was really fun. I did this one on the live as well. Love the prints in here with the sweater background. There's a page with some books in there. Love this knit. It's like reminds me of a big warm knitted blanket or rug. This one I used the toasted marshmallows in the background. I thought it was so cute with the images with the hot cocoa, and then with the stamp sets that has the old-fashioned hot cocoa open all winter. I love that. And then decorating with the cute little snowflakes that are in the ephemera. Really just pulled the whole card together, I think. And here I used the cozy little living room scene and the stamp set, so love that. So today I thought we'd play with the special delivery because I have all these images cut out and I want to use them up. Here are some other cards from our new release in case you are shopping and you need some inspiration. This card here is made with our Frosted and Fabulous paper pad and coordinating ephemera. Love that vintage Santa. Another card made with this paper pad. We have this one. The little elf is in the ephemera as well. And the vintage ladies are in the ephemera as well. The other paper pad we have is called a Woodland Christmas. More of your green and red traditional look, and this is also using the coordinating ephemera for that pack. It turned out so cute with those woodland critters. So the price of the club is $34.41 when you subscribe, which is an amazing deal. You get a 4x6 stamp set, you get 2 full packs of 6x6 paper pads, and a full pack of coordinating ephemera. The ephemera is packed full of images, and then the other pad usually has like some images on the inside that you can cut out and create focal points. So I think that gives you even more value. So the two cards here, these collection, this is the Delicate Pumpkins and this is the Fall Love. So I'm going to pick out, let's see, because you're going to need, and I decorated the back. So if you want to decorate the back, you might want to pick 6 different patterns to decorate. So you can grab some scraps if you have scraps already made. Those would make great panels for this card. So I have images and little pieces left over from when I was playing with the Easy Wonder die number 3. So I have these little pieces I can always use to decorate with. So I'm going to put those to the side. I might want to use something. The images I have left over that I didn't use yet are so cute. I want to use the deer in this card. So there's several deer, and the little tree would be great. The packages stamp would be awesome. So we're going to create something really cute. So let's take a look at this real quick. So we've got snowflakes, which yes, I probably want to use that. I probably want to use some polka dots, the trees. This paper pad is just really cute. Look at the sweaters, that's really cute. Here's a page with the images. So you get 2 of each, and there's 2 different pages, so a total of 4 different pages that have images that you can cut out. It's cute. Love that one. Little birds. So here's the other one. The flowers are pretty. So let's see. So you can pick out images for the inside, which I love. So I'll probably have something on the inside, but I want to do like a deer one. So I'm going to use one of the deer on the front. I want to use the packages because he's like delivering some happy mail. My scan and cut into my Dear Santa letter, but I might want to use that maybe and layer something over it. We'll see. We could use the tree, the cookies and milk. Let's see, we have another deer. So I think I'm going to do this one kind of like a Happy Mail type of card. So I'm going to pull those. And then we can look at these images and see what patterns do we want to use. So I think the tree pattern would be great. This gray, so we could use the front and back of that. I want to pull in some of the green. So I'm going to grab that. We could pull in some of the woodland birds, right? And this orange would be great. I'm not really going to do the blue. The ornaments would work. I think the little presents would work great, and this color. Now I can do this tree or this tree. This tree here has more of a bluish gray tone. This one has more of the green. I kind of like the green better. Pulls out the little green in the images there. So we'll use the green one instead of the gray. So I think I have enough patterns here between the front and the back. Oh, here's another image. I might want to use that too. I'm using a craft colored cardstock today, and we're going to start off by cutting this down to 5.5 by 8.5. Then you're going to score this at 2 1/8. And just let's flip it over and do 2 1/8. Okay, this is going to create our gatefold card. You're going to want to burnish the edges. So now let's decorate our panels. So I might want to think, okay, which patterns do I want in the front? I think I want the birds and this pretty little berry in the front. So I'm going to use this for the side panels. We're going to cut that down to 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. This is going to give you a nice little border all the way around your card. Since my birds are directional, I didn't think about that. I'm going to pick a different pattern. If I had the birds upright, I don't have a long enough piece of paper. So I am going to use, I think I'm going to do the tree. The tree, I think I'm going to do the tree. So let's do the same. We're going to do 1 7/8. By 5 1/4. We're going to do 4 panels the same. For the inside and the back panel, we're going to do 5 1/4 by 4 inches. I'm going to ink up all my edges with Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. Okay, so we can glue down all of our pieces. You're going to center this so there is a border. And then we can flip it around. Let's do the front and the back. And do we want, I think I want the berries on this side. I'd love to see if you created this project. Pop a photo into our Facebook group. We would love to have you over there, share your makes. The link to the Facebook group is in the description box for you. It's such a friendly group. Everyone over there is just awesome. So it's a nice drama-free zone. We would love to have you over there. I'm just trying to get that even. Okay, so there's the base of our card all finished. It's so pretty. You can do a belly band for this card if you want to keep this shut, or you can do something like this with the scallop, kind of holds it closed. Okay, so I'm going to pick out a shape to put on the front. It doesn't have to be a circle. You could do a square. I'm thinking of the tree in the background, and let me see which image I want to put on the front. So either this guy. I think these will look great on the inside. I'm going to do him on the front. See, and then there's places to decorate. You can write your message on one of these. You don't have to put, you know, sentiments and photos. You could write your message on the side. So just design it however you want to do that. You could also put some white paper on the back if you want to write the message on the back. So I think I'm going to do these two on the front. So let me grab my circle. Let's put together the scallop circle centerpiece. So have you started making your cards for Christmas yet? Or are you a last minute card maker? I usually do some cards during Christmas in July, so I get a little head start there. So we're just going to center this. We're only going to add glue on one side of the card. So you could kind of just put glue on half of it. And then I like to center. Okay, give it a good press. And then make sure there's no glue sticking out right here. So I did pretty good. If there is, just wipe that off. And now we got a nice place to add sentiments or images. So I'm going to add my little scene here. And then I'm going to stamp out some of these little stamp seals from the stamp set. We're going to layer them. So first we're going to put down our placements. So I kind of like it like that. Let's add our glue. Okay, I think he's really cute. Now this could be a gatefold card if you wanted to stop here, but we're going to do that surprise feature on the inside. But first let's finish decorating the front. I'm going to stamp out the express delivery Santa approved in North Pole mail service. We're going to cut them out with some circle dies that I have in my stash. If you have a nice layering set, I'm sure you'll find something that will fit the circles. So I'm gonna stamp them out in this color here. I thought that would kind of look neat. Or actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do the Distress Vintage Photo. I think this one's going to look even better. Okay, that's gonna look really cute. All right, so this one looks like it's gonna fit. So I'm gonna tape that down so it doesn't shift. And then I'm gonna use a scallop circle. I'm gonna try to get that even. Okay, I think that looks great. And what I'm gonna do is layer these. I think I like it like that. The two corners kind of balance it out. So I'm going to pop these up. I'm going to want to make sure the foam dot is not popping out back there. so it's covered up. Okay, I think the front looks cute. We can decorate it with some enamel dots, of course. So if you subscribe to the I Want It All Paper Pad Club subscription, you're going to get a bonus gift in your package. You're going to get a full package of the sparkling enamel dots in the blue Christmas. There is a tan in here. I've been using it all up. It goes great with the collection. Yeah, I'm going to use the rest of those. Okay, so let's get to the creation on the inside. So this is the fun part. You're going to take your leftover pieces from your cardstock. We're going to cut our square insert at 3 1/8 by 2 1/2. So you're going to have 2 little square inserts. So you should have a panel that's already cut to 2 1/2. So you're going to use that, and you're going to cut the other side at 3 1/8. And then you'll take your other panel and we can have it at the 2 1/2 thickness. By the 3 1/8. So these will be your little insert pieces. We're going to decorate that with patterned paper. So you can grab your scraps. I think I'll use the cute little bird that I wanted to use. And you're going to cut that down to 2 7/8 by 2 1/4. So that's going to fit in the center. Go ahead and pick out another pattern. I can flip it over and just use this side. So we could cut that down to 2 7/8. By 2 1/4. You're going to take the leftover piece, and this doesn't really need to be a certain size, but it just has to be, the thickness just has to be smaller than your panel. So what I like to do is take this piece and just cut it in half. So this piece is like measuring about 2 7/8. So I'm just going to roughly just put that in the middle and just trim that. So we're going to have 2 of these, and then we're going to cut this down. So you're going to cut this down to 5 1/2 by 1 1/4, score 1 inch, 3 1/2 inches, and 4 1/2 inches. You're going to make 2 of those. Let's go ahead and add some ink to the inside panels so everything looks cohesive. We can go ahead and add our little panels down. Glue this to the base. You'll have a little frame. Since I have berries on this side, I'm going to want this one on this side to bring in the orange color to the other side. I'm sorry, let's flip that over. So since we have berries on this side, I'm going to want my berries over here on this side and my birds on this side. So you're going to get your mechanism and you're going to line this up to the top You're going to line this one to the bottom. Make sure it's not hanging over because you will see that if you shut the card. So you want it slightly inside. Then you're going to take your little mechanism, line that up in the middle. We're going to fold this piece down, add some glue. And this is going to go glued to that piece, that panel there. Okay, so you're going to glue it to right before the line where it shuts. You want it to shut well. And then this is going to be glued just like this. So we're going to stand this straight up. So what you're going to do now, you're going to fold this one flat down like this. So we're going to add some glue to the bottom one. Not this middle piece here, but the bottom one. I'm going to pinch that shut and give it a good press. Let it adhere. And then you'll see it'll pop up just like a perfect rectangle. This platform here is where you're going to add your panel. So let that dry a little bit. Make sure it's adhered. You're going to add your glue on this panel here. And then you're going to line this up. You can look at the top here, make sure it's below, not sticking up over. And then you'll press it down, make sure it's straight over here. So if you use the glue, you got some wiggle room. Make sure it's at the top, and then make sure this is straight. Okay, when you get it in position where you like it, make sure this shuts. Then you can squish it down really good. So then that's going to pop up. Make sure that it's flat like that. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to flip it over so the box is on this side. And then we can just line it up by using this as a template. Put it where you think you're going to have it. And then you want to center that right there. So let's go ahead and add some glue. So I think I'm going to have it right about there. Let that glue adhere. Okay, then we're going to add our glue just to the bottom piece. We're going to open this side up. We're going to push this down, and this is going to be flat. And then we can press, and there's our little box. Okay, so now we're going to add the glue right here. We're going to make sure this is not hanging over. We're going to put that right in the center. Give it a little press, a little bit. and then you're going to want to push it down. Make sure this is straight. Everything is fitting in there good before we press it down really good. Okay, so there's our little mechanism, and then you're going to push it a little bit, kind of maneuver it to get it down the first time. And then, pow! Such a cool design. So I want to make sure that gets stuck before I start playing with it. So we could decorate the inside with the leftovers. So I'm going to put an image over here. I'm going to put the packages on the bottom. Over here. And then we'll have our deer. Okay, so there is the cute card. I love it. So much fun. So we have the back decorated, the front, we've got these cute little stamps on there, some enamel dots, and then pow, such a pretty little presentation on the inside. I love that. So much fun. Your little note somewhere in here, however you want to decorate that. I'll just probably put my note on the back, put a little piece of white paper, a smaller piece, and then write my note. So much fun. So don't forget the coupon code. The coupon code will expire on October 5th at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you get your order in before then to take advantage of the 18% off. Happy World Card Making Day, guys. I hope you have time to create something fun today. I hope you'll give this card a try. It's super fun. Thanks for watching today and shopping, guys. I really do appreciate that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.